All right. Today's question. Nicole, what is the one non-negotiable health habit that actually moves the needle for high achieving women that no one talks about enough?
Sleep. No, just kidding. Well, I mean, yes, sleep, but truly the one thing that I have done consistently almost my whole life is working out. It has been the one thing that I do for myself, no matter what, no matter how hectic the day, no matter what happens. Uh, I must work out. And the reason I believe this is true is that for me, it is like moving meditation. And so it might just be walking, but and or yoga, going to the gym, whatever the case may be. But it's that one sliver of time for me, where I don't have to worry about anybody else. I don't have to worry about how I'm showing up, what I am saying, or anything that goes on. It's just that uninterrupted time, and I find that when I consistently stick to that, I am a better human. It also gives me more energy, and I think knowing that I'm taking care of myself and I am healthy in a career that is high demanding and a lot of hours, I'm able to show up in a way that I want to.
I think that's awesome. I don't know where I saw it written, but the other day I saw it something like, I like to work out because it's the only piece of time where no one needs anything from me.
Mhm.
And like, that was like the dagger. Like, oh, I love that. Um, So how do you prioritize it, right? I think
Yeah.
that's the thing that we hear from people all the time, like, you intend to, you want
Mhm.
to, but something gets in the way of
Yeah.
working out all the time. And we hear that with so many of the high achieving women that we
Yep.
work with that they don't have the time.
I think it's what we allow, right? So it is easy to say, I don't have the time. It is hard to make the commitment for yourself and make sure that you are either asking for help or reassigning duties within your home to allow for that, right? And I'm guilty, right? I think, and you experienced it firsthand, Sarah, because you're the one that helped me with it, is that I've always worked out every day, but when I started the business and we got really busy, I started scheduling appointments over my workouts because why not? Right? You gotta
Right.
gotta make money when the money's coming in. And so I did it. And so I prioritized everyone over me. And then I turned into a raging bitch, like short tempered. I wasn't happy. I was uncomfortable in my clothes, all the things, right? Until the I don't know exactly what happened. I'm assuming I was in one of those fits of like being a jerk, right? And was most likely complaining about not being able to work out, which by the way is my fault, no one else's fault. However, I wasn't taking accountability. And you put it in my calendar as a standing appointment, and then you took it a step further and said, get the hell out of here, right? Like kicked me out of the office, which was huge because once we had that conversation and it became public versus internal, I now didn't want to let you down. And which is weird because it was for me. But then also, I am, as I've grown as a leader and our team has grown too, I now do this for me every single day, no matter what, because it's very important to me to also lead by example. And if I am asking the team to do something, it can't be something I wouldn't be willing to do myself. And I want the team to take time for them to be healthy, to be well. And as someone who is busy, who is doing all the things, um, that's your fault. And you may be listening to this saying, Nicole, you're an asshole. You don't get it. You don't have kids. Like, still, my best friend, she runs a company. She's got two little boys. And we have this conversation. And she was that person saying, like, I'm not taking care of myself. I am fucking exhausted. I can't fit one more thing onto my plate. Working out feels like a nice thing to do, but like, not it's not happening. And so we had to have that real conversation. It's like, well, what, you have a husband. What are we doing here?
Yeah.
Make the time. And so she did. And they had a meeting, and she said, moving forward, this is what I need from you. Can you commit to that? And of course, he said yes. And in the months that he was traveling, she asked her parents for help. And then in those other times, she actually had like backup babysitters because going to the gym in the morning for her became that kryptonite. that she had to have because it felt so good. And it's like, if we don't take a step back to call bullshit on ourselves, then you can't keep complaining about it either. You either have to figure out how to change it, ask for help, ask us, for some ideas. And I think what she was waiting for, frankly, in our conversations was permission.
Yeah.
Permission to hear, do this. It doesn't make you a bad mom or a bad wife.
Yeah. I mean, I do remember that day and being like, all right, what time do you want to go to the gym? Because we're
Yeah.
putting it in here.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear it.
I was being a
Because I
martyr.
didn't want you to miss out on that. And it's so easy to keep going in business when you're on a roll or
Mhm.
whatever, but you do have to take that pause. And, I have plenty of friends who are moms, who are not moms, but like, what are you teaching your children if you don't teach them that like a small chunk, an hour, 40 minutes
Yeah.
out of your day is important
Mhm.
for you and mom deserves that to be healthy and especially moms with daughters, right? Like
Yes.
I see so many of my friends whose moms didn't do that, now they're not doing that. And so we need to teach those young women that
Mhm.
like you are worthy of
Yes.
40 minutes out of the day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. Like, and I just, I can't remember who posted this, a friend of mine, but she was spinning. And then afterwards, she, showed a video like her son's getting on the Peloton and like, spinning and trying to be strong like mom. And it's like, to that point, it's cool to show your kids that like, yeah, you are being strong, you're being healthy, you're prioritizing that part. But I think also when you're prioritizing your health and blocking that time for you, it also impacts your wallet, in so many different ways where you are maybe less stressed. So you're not gonna shop out of that reaction sometimes that we have when we're stressed, upset, frustrated, anxious, whatever. If we can create better coping mechanisms or learn what does make us feel good and then do that thing, we're less likely to fall to habits that can be more self-sabotaging.
Anytime I want to justify a health purchase, be
Yeah.
it a subscription to an expensive gym or a Pilates class or a protein shake, you
Yeah.
name it, I remind myself that the prescription costs for Jardiance for my mother, which can be used as a cardiovascular drug,
Mhm.
but it is also a diabetes drug, is more expensive every month. Her
Mhm.
her prescription for it is like $400 a month. So if it's under $400 a month, it's a worthwhile purchase because hypothetically, years later, I won't have to be on that medication. And
Yeah.
my mother's on it. My grandmother had diabetes. Like I think about that all the time. And
Yep.
so like you think that those things are expensive, but in the grand scheme of things, being healthy
Mhm.
is the best money saving hack you can have.
100%, like full circle and all, like future you, current you, all the things.
Yeah.
Now, I am guilty of like being in a workout lot and buying cute workout clothes to motivate me again, but they get good miles,
Yeah, they do.
and it all fits within the spend plan, of course. And that's okay. It's good to treat yourself with that. Like, it's not a bad thing to spend money. It's just you want to make sure, like, the things you're spending it on, is it elevating your life or not? Actually, gym memberships are I pay for like four. Like the most of my money on a monthly reoccurring basis is going to stuff like that because I value it.
Yeah.
You don't have to value it, and that's okay. And
You can get
um
just as much out of a walk outside for free.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And for me, I know I need the accountability. Apparently I need babysitters in my life. So it's my how we roll.
I've always told every high achieving woman that I know like the biggest life hack that I had was joining a gym where it is a little bit more expensive, but
Mhm.
the accountability, you have to
Yeah.
sign up for a class. They play the music for you. They tell you what
Mhm.
workout to do. How many decisions did you make just today, this morning, that you don't
Yeah.
need to have to make 6 decisions just to get to the gym? Like, it's nice to just to show up, and it's worth every extra dollar because I have never, ever missed a single class.
And just tell me what to do.
Yeah,
Like
just
that.
tell me. That's every woman. Just tell me what to do. Decide what's
Yeah,
for dinner.
exactly. So that is my hack that I think is worthwhile. You may have a different one. I hope this is helpful. If you have questions on this topic or something you're thinking about, maybe you need permission or you have your own hack, we would love to hear it. in the comments, and we'll see you next week.